hear me. I just wanted to do a quick little live. I know I promised a video, and to new viewers, my name's Deangie, and I do a whole bunch of stuff. I do like oracle card readings. I'm in grad school for psychology, and I also travel a lot. So I wanted to post a video to this page too, just like chronicling my experience in Puerto Rico so far. This is actually my second time here. My first time was in like 2 years ago, like December 2016. And I'm just walking on the beach, getting some exercise and stuff like that. But so I figured I would talk about things so far, like dating, meeting new people, food, what else? So I did a lot of the touristy stuff the last time I was here. So I did the Bacardi factory, and like, of course, you know, you take pictures around Old San Juan, stuff like that. This time I didn't really prioritize that since I had already done it. So this time I'm just trying to live life. Like, I feel like this entire winter break, so I've been off from school since like mid-December, and it's just been a lot going on in my life. So like a lot of like ups and downs and like family stuff, but then also some good things, like getting to spend time with my nephews over the holidays. So, you know, ups and downs, but I guess this trip is at the perfect time. I guess it is kind of windy, I don't know. Hopefully y'all can hear me, or else we're going to put some subtitles on this. But anyway, it has been really damn windy this like entire trip. I couldn't even wear my hat. My hat kept flying off, so that was annoying. So I couldn't even wear I have a hat that says beach please. But yeah, I'm walking back to where it's less windy so I can get on into it. All right, so let me tell you. So what I just did a little bit ago was look through my like my picture reel, the camera gallery, to like refresh my memory a little bit. So I've been here since Wednesday, and today is Monday. Oh wow, I've almost been here a week. So, and I'm staying for 10 days. So I got here Wednesday. You know, so this is what I do every single trip that is beach related or tropical related. No matter what, my first priority is to get my ass to the beach. So I don't know how I'm out of breath, but so as soon as I got settled, so I'm staying in an Airbnb. Very nice lady. She's actually an artist. So we're kind of like in the hipster artist district of San Juan, Calle Luisa. And what else has been going on? So her house has so much beautiful art, stuff like that. I recommend Airbnb. Last time I was in Puerto Rico, I stayed in Airbnb, and it was really nice. And it was with a young couple. I think due to like the hurricane and stuff, I don't think they're doing Airbnb anymore. But it was a good experience. And then this time is also a good experience because I'm still close to the beach. I'm like a 10 or so minute walk or less from the beach, and I'm not paying that much money. You know what I mean? As opposed to hotels, which are still nice if you can afford it. But you know, I'm in grad school. I'm balling on a budget. I just look like I'm balling, but you know, everything is budgeted. Because to be honest with y'all, like a few weeks before the trip, I was pinching them pennies, honey. I was buying oatmeal and like pinching pennies. Like I can't be eating out too much, and like buying clothes and all this stuff. So, you know, you have to like save a little bit. Plus the holidays, like, you know, stuff like that. And like, you know, even when you visit family that's local, you still got to pay a little bit for like transportation. So money adds up like really fast. So let me tell you about my first day. So me and this lady, the artist that I'm staying with, we started talking like for like an hour. So just about life a little bit. So people are texting me. But so we were just talking about life, and she's turning 50 next month, and she's telling me about like birthday celebrations and stuff like that. And like her, so she's single, and she was married when she was like around my age now, and she doesn't have any kids. So she's very dedicated to like her art and stuff like that. And the house is like, I'll have to like post pictures of the art or something, or do like a little quick video of tour of the house. Very nice house, very well put together, very breezy. Like the art just comes in, or the wind just comes in, and like she has a little cat, stuff like that. So and of course they're drilling behind me, you know. But anyway, um, so I got myself to the beach, and I'll be honest. So I am single at the moment, and I don't really mess with apps too much. Like even in Philly, I kind of get discouraged a little bit. Like I'll do it in the summer, because you know when it's summer, like you're more. At least for me, I'm more likely to want to go out because it's warmer, right? So then I said to myself, like maybe if I do like an app out here, like not, not expecting anything, but it might be nice to just like meet someone and like have a drink or whatever, right? So that's why I was back on the apps swiping. And I also feel like another topic for another time would be, I also feel like when I travel to the Caribbean, like my aesthetic is more appreciated. Whereas like in Philly, only like, I don't even want to get, I feel like in Philly, like only like, to be honest, only like old black men are looking at me. Whereas like when I go to like different countries and stuff, like there, I get more looks and stuff, which is a topic for another time. But anyway, so yeah, so I went to the beach and was like swiping a little bit, relaxing, just like really enjoying myself. And also like for me spiritually, like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but water is one of the highest forms of, like one of the highest vibrations. So, and I'm Caribbean girl also. So like I just always love the water. Even though I can't swim, I just always love being by the water. I just walk in the water and then I just feel so peaceful, grounded. Like whereas like at home I have to like kind of manipulate myself into getting into a meditative state. Like I have to like have mute, like really like usually like EDM music or something, like very like high frequency music and stuff like that in order to get into like that state of mind. But usually just going to the water, like I just feel so peaceful, and like I can just chill here for hours. Like I don't mind being by myself. Like I can, like even when I went to Dominican Republic in the summer, I didn't even leave the resort that time for the few days that I was there. But I was just fine chilling, laying on a beach chair, walking in the water like for the entire day, or reading and things like that, you know? So then in addition, so then on the first night, I'm enjoying the beach, I'm swiping a little bit. And then by that time, it's like almost dinner time. So I already know in my head I'm going to this restaurant. I kind of like, as much as I love doing new things, I also do like, I have traditions in my mind. So the first time I went to Puerto Rico, on the first night there, I went to this restaurant called Raíces. It's really touristy, and like, it's kind of like a tourist trap, and from what I'm told, but I like it, and the food was decent and like actually really good, and like they kind of dress up in traditional clothes, and like I remember last time I was there, I met friends and stuff that I still keep in touch with on social media. Like they were just really sweet staff. So I already knew I was gonna go there, so I was swiping on the apps, and then like someone came through on the app. They're like working here for 6 months, but they live in Texas. They're Latino also, and he just seemed like nice. So I just said to him like, well, I'm going out later. Like, do you want to meet up at Raíces? And then he said yes. So we met up, and then he was cute. So, we talked and stuff, had a good dinner, all that stuff, drinks, stuff like that. So, that was just it. And then we kept in, we said, oh, we might keep in touch, stuff like that. But it was like a really nice conversation. So that was that night. And then the next day, Thursday, I actually went to the mall for most of the day. So they have a huge mall here, Plaza Las Americas. So they have everything. So I remember, like, I kind of said to myself, I kind of wanted like a new bathing suit. And I figured, well, it's always warm here, so they might have bathing suits still out. Whereas like in the States, no one was really selling bathing suits right now, So I went there. It's huge. They have like all these different stores. They have like a rainbow in there. Forever 21. Their Forever 21 is my favorite Forever 21 probably ever. It's like I think it's like 3 floors. It's huge because usually, so for us plus size girls, sometimes we're lucky if a store even has plus, and then on top of that, when they do have plus, it's like a little like cube, like a little cubicle area of plus. So, but they have like a decent size area. But my only qualm was that they were selling like borderline winter clothes and fall clothes. So like it was too hot. Like the clothes that they were selling were like long sleeves and stuff. They only had a few bathing suits for like the straight size women. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I didn't get my bathing suit, but I got my sandals and stuff like that. But I think I liked going there. It was just nice. It's just something nice to do. I like shopping, but then it was just like they have so much to offer and like different things, and you get to see different people and stuff like that. And they really like, since it's still technically Christmas time around here, they have like huge Christmas trees and like things for kids, like little activity, like rooms and stuff like that. Like even one of the floors, and they have like multiple buildings for the mall and stuff like that. So like they had some like cool things for kids. So if you have kids, like there's like a little like playroom and stuff. That's really nice. And then that evening, where did I eat? I forget where I ate for dinner. I think I stayed in my area though. Oh no, I didn't. I went out. I went to this place called Either Rooftop. It was really cute. So also another pro of having an Airbnb host is that they can tell you things that you maybe wouldn't have known, like little spots and stuff like that. So I went to this place called Either Rooftop. It was cute and swanky. You didn't have to like pay to get in. It's like at the top of a hotel. So that was nice. I'm just showing you guys my background a little bit. But so, and then after that the funny thing was I like on my Uber ride back. So there's also Uber out here too, and it's not that bad. It's pretty, the price is pretty good, and it's safe and everything. That's like another thing with Puerto Rico. If you're from the States, they have a lot of the same things that the States have. Like the area that I'm in has like a 24-hour Walgreens. I didn't even know those really existed. And they even have like post offices, like United States Postal Service and stuff like that. So I'm not used to talking, to be honest. I'm more quiet, so it's hard for me to talk a lot. But yeah. So then after that, me and the Uber driver hit it off a little bit, and I'll tell you. So I'm kind of introverted, even though like I'm friendly and I have like a sense of humor and stuff like that. But I'm more like when I'm traveling, I'm more outgoing, and I come across maybe like more confident and stuff like that. So I'll be honest. I asked for the number, just to see what would happen, and just like I was interested in learning more about him because he said he was a musician and stuff. So we texted for a little bit, and since he actually lives far from this area that I'm staying, but it looks like maybe after he was done his little runs for the night, he was like, oh, so after he dropped me off, I actually went to a bar, because on Calle Luisa there's tons of bars and stuff. So I went to like a bar, and I loved their music. It was like, if you follow me on Instagram, like that night I kept posting like videos of just me dancing. Like they had remixes that I hadn't even heard. Like it was like rap and like R&B and like reggae all in one. It was really nice vibe. Because then he asked like where I was at, and I told him the bar, and then he asked if he could come. I said sure. So we just like danced and like had a few drinks and stuff. And then so another thing with dating like abroad, like I think I try to be careful regardless, no matter where I'm at, whether I'm home or abroad. But I just try to. So this is actually my first time even using an app like abroad. So I just try to be like careful, and like of course you always meet in public, right? Whatever you choose to do after that, that's on y'all. But I always meet somewhere in public. Cause suppose you don't like them, or it's not a good match or whatever. So then at least you can, go your separate ways. Um, and then you feel safe. And then also with like for us women, like those who identify as female, I should say, walking at night and stuff, I try to always like I try to make sure it's not a long walk, and I also try to make sure like it's on a popular street with a lot of people. If not, then I'll just like I would rather pay Uber than not want to walk. You know what I mean? Or make sure I'm with someone. Like for example, tonight I'm going somewhere with my host, and she knows the area, and she's another buddy to walk with, so I don't mind walking, and it'll be like a 20-minute walk. Whereas if I was by myself, I probably wouldn't have done that, especially at night. Definitely wouldn't have done that. And that's anywhere, because there are parts of Philly, like even me walking to work in Philly, like I get nervous. Certain parts, so everywhere there's a sketchy area, so we can't limit it to one area. We can't just say, oh, when you're abroad, be careful. Be careful every day. And then another thing I've noticed with me solo traveling a lot, people say like, and I appreciate like those that like encourage me and say like positive things, but then I always get like the people that say like, how could you do that? And then I'm like, well, my life is actually solo too. I have a solo life. I live alone, and no one's worried about me when I'm in Philly by myself. So, that's like, we don't want to like discourage ourselves from doing things on our own, like within reason, of course. Like there may be some places I wouldn't go as a young black woman, like, but I mean, there are tons of places I can go by myself, So what else is going on? All right, so that was that night. Then Friday, what did I do? Oh, so I went out with. So during the day, a lot of these days I just go to the beach first. Like even if I sleep in, I always go to the beach. Like it's a requirement for me. And like anytime I'm in a beach area, I have to go to the beach. It's just like a rule I have for myself. Every day I must go, even if it's for a little bit, just to ground myself and to feel better and to just be one with nature again. And I just feel so grateful to be in the water and stuff like that. Like I just feel like a better person, because I'm able to like ground myself in the way that I know that I was created to ground myself in, or whatever. So I did that for a lot of the day. And then where did I go for lunch? Oh, I've been like eating less meals, I guess. I think I have so much to do, whereas at home I'm bored. But the only thing is that the food is really yummy here. So it's like, it's really filling too. So I went to Old San Juan, because I noticed like, I haven't gone out to Old San Juan yet. And I was like, okay, yeah, someone was talking to me. So I went to Old San Juan, and it was nice. Like the one thing about here is like, so the people are so friendly, so friendly. You know what? I just realized something, because I am standing on the beach looking into a phone talking, so people might think I'm talking to myself. Whatever. But or they might think I'm on FaceTime. I would hope someone would think I'm at least on FaceTime, not just holding a phone. But so I was asking. So another thing I love is when I go to an old city and there are tons of like architecture and things like that, and like the different colored buildings. Like when I used to, like when I was like 20, I studied abroad in Panama, and they had tons of, they called it Casco Viejo, and they had like tons of old buildings, like from Spanish era, Spanish colonial era, and like different colors and stuff like that, like pastel colors. I love that. So last time I was here, I took some pictures in Old San Juan, and I feel like that's just like a nice photo shoot day. And then I also ate at El Jibarito's. It was a pretty decent, authentic. I try to go to the authentic places too for food, because I feel guilty like going to somewhere basic, kind of. Like even last night I was tempted to go to McDonald's, and I'm like, really? Like I can do that at home too. So, but either way. And then after that, I asked this girl to take my picture when I was walking in the street. And then she was like, yeah, sure. And then she took it. And then, but I like to also say, do you want me to take your picture? Because you never know, someone might want their picture taken too. So I don't know. It's just a gesture I say. And then she was like, no, I actually work right here. And then she pointed across the street. And then she was saying, oh, this at the hotel I work at, they also have a rooftop. So if you want to like go up there and like enjoy yourself, you can. So I just like randomly wandered onto, like, she like hit the elevator button for me and everything. So I went up there, and then I saw this like lady like in her 30s, and she was like by the pool and stuff. So she asked her to take a few pictures of me, and then I took some of her, and then I ended up talking to her for a little bit. She had like a really interesting story. Like, she's from Texas, and she was just telling me things about her life. And then I met her partner, and they were both cool. They had so I'll be honest with y'all. So I do drink alcohol, but I do not really smoke. I don't know if it's the asthma in me or just, I don't know. I'll be honest. Like, I was like 26 when I tried it for the first time. Tried. Y'all know what I'm referring to. So I was like, they offered me some at first. I was like, nah. But then I don't know. I tried a little bit. So then, like, we were just hanging out, and the bar actually wasn't open then. So I didn't get any drinks with them or anything. So I just hung out, and then I also knew I had plans with my host later on, because I have a full agenda. But no, not really. But so then we went to this thing, and there's this like salsa band, I think, called El Gran Combo, and they were in town, and they were doing like a big show in this place called La Placita. So, but yeah, SMH. So the thing off or whatever. So now that I think about it, I've never gone live on my phone before. I've only gone live on my computer. So it looks a little bit different. Let me see. I guess that's filters. I don't need filters. I guess I can show you all the beach. But yeah, so what was I even saying? So yeah, I went out with her, and she was telling me like about her life and stuff again. And then I actually hung out with some of her artists. So this was a very like nice moment. So she is a part of this art studio that is only women, and they're very feminist and things like that. So they welcomed me so instantly. I guess they were just like happy to meet me, and like, I don't know if you ever felt that. Like, I love going places where like I'm welcome instantly, giving hugs, and like they share things with me. So another thing, from what I've been told, marijuana is legal in Puerto Rico. Like I said before, that's not my main thing. It's not really my thing at all. But I guess, when in Rome or whatever. And then they also had like something that they called Puerto Rican moonshine. So I got to try some of that. And then they were just nice. They're just nice people in general. So I enjoyed my time with them. And then we walked home. No, we didn't. Then we walked to her car, and then we went to Bebo's Cafe. So if you hear me talking about like certain cafes and stuff, I'll try to remember to post them. If you say, hey Deangie, can you like write out the restaurants you went to, I will do that. Also, if you follow me, I need to put in the description my Instagram name and stuff. Just follow me, and like you'll see the foods and things like that. You'll see like more of what I'm doing, at least for this time period, right? So that's cool. And so it was really nice. And Babel's Cafe, I love that place. I had been there my first time here. Like, a lot of locals go, and like it's the prices aren't bad, and they have really good yummy food. So I had some empanadillas, and it was good. And then the next day was Saturday. What did I do Saturday? And I'm missing a little bit of details too. I also have been to this macaroni and cheese bar in where the area I'm staying. Girl, honey, please. That food was really good. It was like, I had barbecue chicken, macaroni and cheese. It was so yummy. I posted pictures on my page, and like the girl that works in there, she was so sweet. Like she humored my like for taking pictures and stuff. So the walls in the place are like a beautiful shade of yellow, like marigold maybe you'd say. So I said, I like the color of the wall. Like, can you take my picture? Like, stuff like that. And she gave me like this huge fork that they have to take a picture with. What did I do on Saturday? Oh, I think I went. Oh, I think I had a date. Yeah, so I had another date. So I went to the beach for most of the day. Then I was texting a new person from the app, and I don't know. I was kind of thinking to myself like he's gonna be like a little bit like he's cute. He's like a very attractive, but I was like he's just gonna he. I just got it like you get the vibe like that might not be like a good match or whatever, or like the best match. Like you just have to feel certain things out. So um so we went on a date to like a place the place that plays like the reggae and stuff. It was all right. It was actually a joke, to be honest. It was actually a joke, if I'm being honest. Um, but it was more so because, so like the company was fine, but then, he was like, I guess his friend like got into some type of mess, so then he had to leave. But I really think he could have stayed, and like your friend needs to be an adult and grow a pair and like take care of what he has to take care of because it wasn't any emergency. But either way, I'm good because I still got my 3 drinks paid for, so I was happy. And it was something to do. But like he's not a bad guy, just whatever. It is what it is because he was also on vacation. I know another thing that affects the vibe is like for example, the first person I hung out with, they're working here, so it's like that they're like more long. They're thinking like a little bit like more ahead of the time or whatever, versus like hanging out with someone that is only in town for like a few nights or so. Like, it's just like this, the same mentality of like, am I gonna have fun or not, basically. So that was fine. What else happened? Oh, then honestly, I think after that, I don't even think I went out after that. I think I got tired actually. I think I might have even called it a night after that, if I'm remembering. All right, so finally yesterday. Um, so yesterday, was Three Kings Day, so it was a holiday, and some places were closed. Plus, I feel like some places would have been closed regardless. So I actually slept in yesterday, and then I went to the beach for a while, and then I went to this really nice, because I wanted to go to this place called La Casita Blanca. Very authentic, very nice food. I might go to there today. They were closed yesterday. But I ended up at this other place called Si No Coro Me Pisa. So at first I didn't, and for me to say that I understand Spanish, like I don't understand like the jokes or the slang sometimes though. So apparently that's a joke. It's like if you don't run, I'll run you over or something like that. So, but it's like a play on words with the word pizza. So, anyway, I went there. It was really nice. It was like the pizza was so amazing. At first I was like, why am I going to pizza in Puerto Rico? But it was like some of the best pizza I've had. And then after that, what did I do after that? I was actually there for a while, hanging out. And then I went back to the beach again. I had some sangria. They took care of me in there. Even, I guess, so the funny thing was, I guess the man saw me like taking selfies. So then when the food came, he was like, do you want a picture? I was like, oh yeah, I guess you saw me take a picture. Hola. So I guess he saw me like taking pictures. So he said he would just take my picture for me. And I had some sangrias and it was a good time. And they had an amazing cheesecake. It was goat cheese, he told me, which I wasn't sure about, but whatever, I let it rock. It was something new to try and it looked good. So I recommend that place. And then I went to the beach for a little bit. Then what did I do? I feel like I hung around the apartment for a while. And then like thinking of like, is there anything open tonight? What will I do? Blah, blah, blah. So I went and this video is really long already. My bad. So basically I hung out, then I said to myself, am I going to a bar? So I actually walked around, because I even said to myself, oh, maybe I'll just grab like McDonald's or something. But so I walked around and then there were actually some spots open, but they didn't really seem like a place where I wanted to eat, or they looked kind of expensive, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw this like little lounge place that was open and people were standing outside of it. So I asked them like, "Oh, is the bar open?" They said, "Yeah." Tell me why when I walked in there, I was the only person in there. So it would look like maybe like the owners were standing outside to like attract people in, so or to make it look like people were in there or something. So I was the only person in there, but I didn't even care. Like I ended up like hitting it off with the bartender, which is actually one of the like the son of the owner, and he was nice. We just talked, and like I had drinks, and they were only like I had like $4 cranberry vodkas, which is usually really cheap. So I did that, and then I actually said to him like, because I said like maybe I did want like some food late night, so I tried McDonald's, but they were closed. They said they closed at 11, but it was like 10:40, and they were already locked up. So I'm like, who does that? But okay. But and it looked like they weren't even paying attention to the people in the driveway, like the drive-through. Like they were getting left hanging. So I was like, whatever. So then I just walked down the street a little bit further. Oh God. And I went to this place called La Mantada, I want to say. It was another pizza place. And I was like, why am I having pizza twice in the same day? But I guess when you're on vacation, you do what you want. So I did that. And the crust was like a damn like sweet bread. It was like so sweet and fluffy. Well, first it took them a while to like get it together, like get their lives straight on. Like they were really sweet, but they were kind of all over the place in terms of like getting me what I needed and stuff. But they also had like live singing, which was cool and stuff like that. So I grabbed like another drink there, and like I didn't hang out there, but I liked the fact it was interesting. It was like a pizza bar, which was cool, and it had live singing. I never seen that before, I don't think. So that was really cool. And then I just walked home, ate like a slice or so, and then had the rest for breakfast. And now then I woke up, I had tea with my host today. And so I work in psychology, and she was telling me how she knows some psychologists at the University of Puerto Rico. So I'm trying to connect with them. She said she might be able to connect it. So we'll see. It should be good. I really hope y'all can hear me, because if not, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna end it here, and I'll pick up later. But seriously, if you have any questions about solo travel, or like what's it like to be a woman solo traveler, or what I've done in Puerto Rico, or like exact details on foods, or ask me if I have done things before here. Tomorrow I'm planning on going to Culebra for the first time, so that should be nice. No, I haven't gone to El Yunque. To be honest, I don't feel like hiking. That's part of it. It is what it is. And like I don't feel like going by myself. Like even this one guy was saying like don't go by yourself because it might be boring. Whereas like a beach, I don't care if I'm by myself because that's enjoyable for me. But anyway, or if you have any other questions, I feel I said I would do uncensored, but I still feel like I censored a little bit because I can't give it all away on the internet. So we'll see. But yeah, just let me know if you have questions, and have a good day. And as always, I'm Deangie D on Instagram, and at Chakras and Cake on Instagram, also for my business page. I do oracle card readings and like soul healing sessions and all this stuff. So when I go back, I plan on like booking some more people. So if you want a reading, let me know, and I'm happy to be at your service. And hopefully this video was enjoyable in some way. If not, my bad. Hope, it is what it is. But hopefully it was helpful in some way. But seriously, ask questions below if you have any. See ya.